And the CEO is not on there either.
I know. It's on. Yep.
See, folks, we're starting our meeting. We need you to, sir, we need you to keep it quiet out here. Pardon me? Probably.
Above my tongue. Above my tongue.
Don't feel bad.
I moved your keys, you probably ought to sit there. So you're on
You have that
camera.
truck, you have go
No,
track.
thank you.
You can have that truck out there, use it if you want. You know.
Well, we were talking about that.
Oh, you was?
Yeah.
The truck, you can haul gravel and all kinds of stuff with it, so.
Okay. Welcome, folks, to the July 14th, 2025 Select Board meeting for the town of Parsonsfield. Jen Lewis and myself, David Bauer, are here. Aaron is not here this week. We have Steve Mellon. We have a large contingent of his supporters, I guess, and a
All awesome.
couple other people. JP from Archie's is here. Trevor's here from Rejuvenate, I guess it is.
I
All right.
supporters of Melons as well, Dave.
He
Okay.
said that.
Okay, on our agenda,
He said,
a couple of things. First of all, the agenda that's on the website does not include one item that should be there, and that is discuss solid waste bids. It should be our first discussion item. And then we have two additions. First one is Archie's liquor license, Archie's Strike and Spare liquor license. And the second one is our CEO position. I'm just going to write them on here so I don't forget.
Well, you was the town CEO, David.
I finished
No,
that up in
I'm just kidding.
2018.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. Okay. Start
does
off with
anybody want an
the town
agenda
clerk.
on the
Were
counter?
you supposed to have that first? I mean, I can wait. Did you want to?
No, it's under discussion items.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be very brief. We're just getting ready for town meeting, and I kind of want to talk schedule a little bit.
Okay.
The town meeting is going to be September 6th. The election is the 5th. So when is a good deadline or a good goal to have town reports available for people to pick up?
For people to pick up, ideally about the middle of August.
Okay.
It's been a long time since we've met that deadline, I will tell you right now.
So if we do 2 weeks before the election, that would be August 22nd.
Okay? Yeah?
Okay. So I guess my next question is, are we producing this in-house or are we gonna send to Minuteman Press this year? So we can get them done a little quicker and have a little more time to work on them.
Mm-hmm.
I did include on my agenda there that I sent you the report, the cheapest cost for the Minuteman Press in Denmark. It's $3.01 per book, saddle stitch. For 150 copies, it's $452.05, and it is 5 cents extra for a color cover, and I think people really like color covers. So, just kind of curious if that's something we can do this year, or are we still doing them in-house? What do we want to do?
Well, I would
What can
certainly
we do?
support getting them sent out.
Okay.
Yeah. Money in the budget?
Yep.
Yep.
Is 150 copies a good goal? Should we adjust that a little
Well,
bit?
that's a good question.
What did we do last year?
It was right around that time. We couldn't really get them. It was late, so we made them as fast as we could.
Did we make 150 copies?
Probably less than that.
Less than
Probably
that.
Like a little over 100.
Yeah, let's see. Back when I was doing them, we started with 100, and usually we made them 10
Yep,
a pop after that. and
I think that's what we
Usually
did.
2 or 3 sets of 10.
I mean, it's not saying they couldn't make more if we were getting low. We could probably just call them and say, hey, can you make us some more? We can
Yeah,
ask that
but
question.
that's gonna be pretty expensive though.
Well, if we run out, it might be 10 extra.
Yeah,
As long as they have the plates,
yeah.
they're good. They'll just throw them on the press.
Whole nother story.
I mean, if we
Um,
made about 100 last year, did we run out?
I don't know the exact amount.
Okay.
I think it was over 100, so that's why we assumed 150 copies.
I think that's reasonable.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that a vote, or do we want to talk about this more later, or?
I'll make a motion that town report gets sent out to Minuteman Press at saddle stitching for $452.05 for 150 copies.
I'll second that. You wanna talk about it anymore?
I'm
Nope.
good.
All in favor? Okay.
The only thing that will adjust a little bit, do you want us to spend the 5 cents extra per
Yeah.
copy per
Yes.
color?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so that will change a little bit.
Yeah.
It does take 3 to 4 days for production, they said. We give them a zip drive, it should be pretty seamless, so. If that's the case, when are you gonna start talking about warrant?
Now,
Now?
Yeah.
Yesterday?
yesterday.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
we've got a couple of fires that we need to put out,
Absolutely.
and once that's done, we'll
Yep.
move on.
We got about a month.
Yep.
So, just wanted to talk
Yep.
about it now.
Oh, yeah.
The 17th, this Thursday, are you guys booked right up?
Pretty
Pretty much.
Okay,
At least till 3:30.
Well,
Okay.
3:30 is when we're gonna reopen the meeting.
okay.
Can't we open it at 2:30? That's when our workshop starts?
We got a bunch of stuff to talk about in the workshop first.
And then open at 3:30. Yeah, so it will be booked.
All right, the budget committee meeting is Monday, the 21st at 4 PM.
Mm-hmm.
So I was planning on attending. They just won't be a warrant, I guess, unless they want to just kind of review the old warrant, just to kind of look at, see what it looks like.
Yeah, we.
Oh, yeah, there
have
won't
a
be.
warrant,
Yep.
Even
Okay.
a draft
No.
ready. So we can
Alright.
start with the old one.
Okay. Just so you're aware, I do have a Zoom meeting with Blue Star tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We're doing Zoom. He has a login for Trio. He can look at stuff and we're gonna get started,
Good.
getting things organized. Just wanted to ask, phones, those coming?
Just got a
Hey.
meeting notice.
Cool.
And the meeting notice is for the installation, and it is on the 24th,
Excellent.
starting at approximately 9 o'clock. Just depends
Of
on their.
this month?
Pardon me?
Of this month?
7/24, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I will be here.
All right. And I did have a notice, every week, Maya's doing overtime, his crew is doing overtime just
Mhm.
about. Is that allowable if they're just doing regular maintenance, because it's kind
Yeah.
of eating away at the budget?
I did speak to him about it today.
Okay.
I don't know that he was completely aware of what their timesheets are being submitted as. There was a period in time when he looked at them, but I don't know that he has.
It's, someone emails them from his email, so
Yeah,
that's how we get the timesheets.
right,
So,
but in terms of perusing the exact number of hours, I think what we probably need to do is, I did tell him about it and that it
Okay.
needs to be looked at, but I think we need to send him an email as well and
Yeah,
have it in
yeah.
writing.
So if they do overtime, should I call Maya, or what do, I mean, how is this gonna kind of, checks and balances, I guess, what are we doing?
Yeah,
Well,
Why are
those
they-
checks should come from here.
Yeah.
Those
Okay.
checks and balances should come from here.
Do
If
you want
could-
me to notify you
Yeah.
if it's
Yes.
still overtime?
As soon
Yes.
as possible.
yeah,
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah.
we will formalize what Jen had a conversation about today with him
Okay.
and go from there.
Today was not a payroll day, it is next week, so if they wanna cut, adjust a little bit, I
Yeah.
don't know how it's gonna work, but,
Yeah.
okay, so we'll just keep them.
We can find out why the overtime, is it moving equipment that costs too much to do, or is it?
I don't know,
Yeah.
it's just, time and a half really kinda eats away at the budget if
Yep.
you do it every week, so.
Right.
That was all. But that's all I got for today.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, today's agenda, I went through, we had 2 additions, and make sure your discuss solid waste bids is the first discussion item. If you print it off of the website, that's not on there. My apologies, I posted it too soon, gosh. Okay,
Does everyone need another copy? I can make copies of that. They're all good? Okay.
all right.
You got one for me, Jen?
Sure, of course I
Okay,
do.
I'll take one. If you wanna make, I'll take a copy, definitely.
All right, bills to be paid.
Okay, perfect.
Let's see. This year's warrant, because we're at the end of a fiscal year, or we just passed the end of a fiscal year, we're playing catch up with bills from last year and paying bills from this year. So this fiscal year, we have a warrant of, you put the motor vehicle in here, right?
I did.
Secretary of
So
State. that is, yeah.
2526 warrant.
Yeah. Okay, that is a total of $204,656.67. There really isn't much on it, but we have a big hit from the school, our school payment. First payment of the new year is on there, 186,800 and change. So that eats up stuff pretty quickly. All right. There's that one. Then, from last year, we have a total of much smaller, 6,501.90. And these are just bills for things that were either purchased or committed prior to July 1st, which is when our new fiscal year starts. There's that. Okay. So ads, I don't believe we have any ads going in this week. We need to advertise the public hearings for the cannabis facilities. The public hearings are on August 5th, so we'll need to publicize those on July 30th and July 23rd. So we'll make sure we get ads. This is the 14th. Yeah, next week and the following week.
So how many of those are coming in town?
We don't know, none
You
are
don't know?
approved yet.
Okay.
We have 2 active applications at this point.
And would you guys let them both come in town or just one? You don't know?
We don't know. That's
Wondering.
yeah, I'm not cutting you off, Steve, but
No,
that's
no.
a whole discussion for
Yep,
another time.
yep.
Okay,
Five.
planning board meeting,
Five.
Well, that's good.
July 16th at 6 PM. They had I don't even know what you call it, an informal site walk on Sunday morning.
Site inspection.
A site inspection for a potential subdivision over on Fenderson and Maple Crest.
Oh,
And, excuse me for just a minute, but it seems to me I did get a report last week.
Oh, yeah, Sockopee. I think it was Sockopee Rescue.
Sockopee Rescue?
Yeah.
Is that it? When did it come in? You have
Pull
it
it,
there?
yeah, let me pull it up.
Oh, okay.
Run reports it came in on July 8th at 11:51.
Yeah, right there. I was just getting to it.
May and June.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we got 2 months of reports from Sockopee Rescue. For May, Parsons Field had 29 of the 88 calls. Majority of them, as usual, were medical calls and quite a few falls. And their average response time, which is their tone to arrival at the scene, was just under 11 minutes. And then June had a total of 90 calls, and Parsons Field had 20. Much lower percentage than we usually have. And again, the majority were medical calls, and falls. And we will get those reports out on the website. Okay. And we're on to discussion items. Solid waste bids. Well, as most people have heard, we've had a tough time with the bid that had been accepted. From Casella, they bid much lower than another bid, but we found out why. I mean, they got some bad information. It's partially our fault. In my mind, they should have recognized that it was bad information. But so at this point, they have said that unless we reopen the bidding, they are not going to give us any more bids. So we are at this point left with one bid, and that's from Mellon and Son. And let's see, do you have that bid sheet
No,
still? No?
no. Well, the old one right there.
There we
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you had a new one.
Nope.
Nope.
No. So it hurts me to say these numbers, but the first year from Mellon and Son is $324,000. The second year is $336,000, and the third year is $350,000. So that's a jump from this year, but we all have to face rising costs.
Can you also tell them what Casella said about that bid? That it was right on the money for
Well-
the tonnage that you're gonna be hauling for this town compared to everybody else?
Yeah, when
You
Casella...
said it was high, you thought it was
Okay.
high, but it's
Okay.
right on the money, actually.
Okay, it's not right on the money, those were not the words. What Casella said was that when they found out the right tonnage numbers, said these numbers were more appropriate for a bid, okay? So, at this point, since Casella has basically withdrawn their bid, and we had not signed a contract, I think, I make a motion that we accept Mellon and Sons' bid for the next 3 years of trash, recycling, tire, brown goods, and white goods.
It's $80,000 over last year's.
Hey,
Yep.
I have something to add to that, if you don't mind.
Well, hang on just a second.
I was just wondering what increases the cost that much. But
Tonnage,
The road conditions in
can you wait,
town,
please?
sorry.
labor's going up, insurance going up, gas is going up, everything's going up, you know that, Jim. Everything's going up at that price. Basically, the road conditions in town are terrible. You drive down the road with the kids in the back of the truck, and the branches almost knock them off the truck because you guys ain't taking care of the roads, the size of the roads. Dirt roads, conditions are horrible. Winter plowing in this town is a joke. You guys know that. Everything's adding up to a price increase.
oh, well, okay, I don't understand the price increase with the road condition. I'm not saying they're not bad. I'm just
Beat-
asking you
Beating
how
up
does
the
that?
trucks.
Okay, so they're beating up the
get
trucks.
Beat to hell driving on, how many miles of dirt roads you got in this town? That's,
Almost 40, I believe.
yeah, it's really tough on the equipment. Price of fuel, labor, insurance, everything's going up. So that's, like Casella said, that's an average bid. Casella would have bid a lot higher than that. If you figure out Casella bid $100,000 on 80 tons a year, what do you suppose they're gonna bid on 800 tons a year?
Yeah.
Let's not talk about
Well, no,
this.
why not? Let's
Well-
talk about the truth, Dave. 800 tons, if they
I have
bid
no idea.
100,000 on 80 tons, it would be 3 times the size of my price.
Can I ask, how did they get a figure of 80 tons?
It was in our town
It's in the
report.
town report.
And who was
Wrong.
responsible for that error? I mean, that's gross error.
Yeah, it sure is.
Committee.
Certainly is.
It's actually the recycling committee put that together.
Recycling pity
They've
committee
already-
put
Wet noodle
together.
out for them.
Pardon me?
Get the wet noodle out for
Well,
them.
yeah,
That's
I've
That's
already,
unbelievable that
already
something
warned
like
them
that-
that the wet noodle is coming.
because as we talk about 80 tons versus 800 tons, we can also talk about, is it cheaper to fix the roads? It costs less for pickup too.
Well-
Yeah, I know, we're talking the big balloon,
Right,
but
right, right.
that's the way it works.
Right.
It all comes together,
Yeah.
and it comes out
That's a
of my
snowball.
pocket and everyone else's pocket.
Well, that's why I think it's fair to ask, you know, an increase of $80,000 in a year, what brings that increase? I think it's fair to everybody in here to know why, what we're paying, what we're getting, and
Sure,
why. So,
sure,
yeah.
sure, sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I know you want to say something.
Oh, I still want to say something. So I have a construction business in New Hampshire. And Casella took over Pinard Waste, which I grew up with Pinard Waste and for relatives.
So there you go.
And I can tell you right now that all our stuff doubled. So they came in with a price, and then everything doubled after that. So now we're not even doing any business with them. So my office building in New Hampshire, nothing with them because they doubled everything. So what you guys are getting right now is the cream of the crop. Because I can tell you right now, it's gonna double.
And what about the
And
service?
Pinard Waste is one of the biggest ones in New Hampshire.
What
To
about the
service,
service?
and we had them for 24 years, and they double on us. After 24 years. I can tell you right now, I've been with Mellon for 16, 17 years now. I've been in the town for 18 years, and I can tell you, he's barely moved up any prices. So for us to try to go to some conglomerate that's gonna they're gonna double
Okay,
everything.
Sir, please watch your
I
language.
know, I know.
I know you know, but please.
I know, sorry.
Thank you.
You can't ask for less for somebody in town. You have somebody in town that's taking care of us, and I can tell you, he's got more heart than the people who are just looking at numbers.
Yeah.
It's also
Okay.
hiring people in this
Okay.
community.
Seriously,
They live
like,
here.
you can't ask for a better person
Shop local.
than Mullen,
Yeah, I do.
right?
Okay,
And I apologize.
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I understand the testimonials. Does somebody have anything other than a testimonial to add? Yes.
I just have a question, which is, you know, as taxpayers, right, I assume this comes out of our property taxes, right?
You
Ms.
bet.
Marco? So is that a percentage per household of our taxes, or as, you know, tax-paying households, are we paying a flat rate per household?
No, it's not a flat rate.
It's
It's just,
percentage of if each individual property's
Yep.
property taxes goes to
Yep.
that. What percent is that?
what percent?
Yeah,
Well, it
It's a mill rate.
depends on your assessment,
okay.
and it depends on, I guess it's just your assessment.
So it scales, it's
Yep.
not.
Well, is
it's
this
not
a
like- it's not like
percentage
they-
of
Yeah, all
the
that
tax bill,
happens
is this
is-
a percentage, is he paying 50% on his tax bill, not paying 25 on mine? Because I think we're mixing apples and oranges right here.
Okay, excuse me, what you've got is a number that is the contract price. That just goes then into what's required to be
To run the,
assessed in taxes.
Mhm.
So, yeah, you're paying a percentage of your taxes, but it's not broken down by household, okay?
I'm just curious, because I was trying to figure out a way to do the math, just in favor of Mill and Sons, to figure out how big of a difference per year per household this would cost people. And that's in favor of Mill and Sons, in my opinion, just because for me, there's a lot of value in, you know, not giving more jobs to people from Portland when Mill and Sons is local business from this town and is employing people who
From
are
this
also
town,
from
yeah.
this town or the Tri-Town area, and that has value to me.
Mhm.
That's all. So,
Yeah.
and one of the initial thoughts was about a $600,000 savings by going with Casella.
you know,
Where does that savings go?
Less
Where-
taxes?
Okay, so our taxes would come down.
But
Would
No,
have.
no, right, right.
But you'll figure that on the 80 tons, not the 800
So-
tons. If they
Well,
put on 800
right,
tons,
right,
At the end
exactly,
of the day-
right.
So you can't figure that.
they already walked
Can't
away.
say that.
They already walked away because they already knew it didn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
They,
So when you're negotiating this stuff, if they tell you they already know that it's not worth it, I mean, there's a guy in town that's worth it.
Mhm.
Seriously. and he employs everybody in town, and you're getting the taxes for the people that are actually, he employs.
And Casella agrees with our price. It's across the board accurate for the
So,
amount of time.
I don't disagree with that, because
I
I can
haven't
tell you
talked
the
to
price that I
Casella, so I
pay
don't know
on the
that.
places.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have.
Totally.
I've been part of a couple, at the federal level, bidding contracts, you know, for services. And I did watch some of the workshops that you guys went through for the trash contract, and the one where you reviewed the two contracts between these two gentlemen, well, these two companies. However, and I saw the one where you chose theirs over his, however, I didn't see a follow-up one where you guys actually reviewed the contracts and asked each company why their contracts contrasted, and itemized each line by line, and I'm wondering why that opportunity wasn't given to Mellon's to explain why their services differed, and to Casella's as to why that opportunity wasn't given to them then, right after the contract or before the contract was awarded, because that would have given them the opportunity to acknowledge that that number was wrong then. Because that should have been worked out in the contract process right before being awarded the contract.
Yes.
So I was hoping the select board could speak to that.
I don't know,
You weren't
JP.
there,
I
so
I
was
can
hoping
tell
Jen
you,
could answer that.
Yeah, there was a phone call made to Casella's. Not by me, but there was a phone call made to explain how could this be so much lower than Mellon's? And the answer was, at the time, well, we just need one truck to come out for one day. And it's a split truck to do both recycling and with the what they had for numbers, that's how they could come up with that kind of a price.
How is it that Mellon didn't have, it seems like Mellon, and excuse me, Steve,
No.
I'm not gonna,
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
ask, and maybe speak for you, but they seem to know what the actual tonnage was. And maybe that's experience, but Casella gets 80 tons? And what was Casella's contract for? Was it for the trash collection, or did they say based on 80 tons?
Based on 80 tons.
No,
We
they-
talked to Casella ourselves, and they based their contract on 80 tons,
Okay.
not 800.
first of all, it's a bid, it's not a contract.
Okay, so-
Okay?
It's a bid.
That's a big difference.
So when
And-
we accepted their bid,
Yes.
did we realize they were bidding on 80 tons?
No,
And why didn't we?
So that would
It's
be
how it's
another
written.
on the
Nothing-
select board.
nothing in there said what the tonnage, or approximated the tonnage. And unfortunately, with the bid packages, the tonnage did not go with those. It should have, it did not.
You know how Casella found out about the tonnage?
Our town report.
No, you know how they found out about the accurate tonnage?
Call him.
My son Mike talked to
Yeah.
one of their scouts on the Camp Road last Friday and
uh,
told them how much the actual tonnage was. And he was scoping out the roads for 80 tons a year
Yeah.
instead of 800. That's how Casella found out about it.
Mhm.
We told the truth.
Mhm.
So that's,
Okay,
Yep.
that-
Yep, we know that.
we appreciate it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so,
I
aside
just
from
want to say
testing,
something real quick.
okay,
So, it's not your fault, it's not their fault, it's how everything is written up. So, for in-laws construction, what I own, right? So basically what happens is we go to state, local, and commercial stuff, and we bid on everything, but it's how it's written up. So how you guys written up by tonnage,
You mean the
or
request
what's
for
gonna
proposal?
happen, right? Because we've done a lot of commercial stuff in Nashua, Manchester, but what it comes down to is everybody's bidding on the same stuff, right? I've been outbid by stuff, like tens of thousands of dollars, because they don't have the same knowledge that I got of what's going on, exactly what happened right here.
Yeah.
And I used to be Home Builders and Law Association, state, I was the local president and then a state president. It doesn't matter if you're local, state, everything comes down to is how you word it. So at the end of the day, it's, you do the best that you can for what you have,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But not everybody's going by the same
Yeah, I
bid,
understood.
so, like, totally, it's not your fault,
Well,
it's not his fault.
ultimately.
But at the end of the day, though, at the end of the day, the people that do this every day, they know what's going on.
Okay, all right, again,
We agree.
yeah. Anything other than testimonials or?
Have we signed a contract with Casella?
No
No,
way.
Okay,
No.
good.
No,
Yeah.
no. They wouldn't sign it because they figured out what happened.
Yeah.
They wouldn't sign it.
So the real problem, as I see it, is we either reopen it for bidding, or we just give it to Mellon,
Yes,
but Casella already knows what the new numbers are, and has said, why can't they just revise it? In other words, I feel like they've already said, we're out.
they did,
Well,
unless we
They did.
reopen
Yeah.
it
Yes, unless
for.
we,
Right,
but why do
right.
we need to reopen it for it?
Nobody's
We're not-
suggesting
We're
that.
not
All
gonna
right, good.
reopen it. We're not gonna reopen
Let's
it.
move on with Mellon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, all right.
So how in the future are we gonna make sure that our proposals or things are worded correctly? So we
That's a
don't
very
have to run
good-
into
that's
this
a very good
problem? So how
question.
can we move forward and
Needs to be
do
done is
better?
they need to hand the same bid package to every company that wants to bid.
Exactly, exactly.
We did.
We did.
Unfortunately, the
It
bid
didn't
packages
have
were
included
lacking.
in it the tonnage.
Well, it should have.
Right, it's gotta be.
But it didn't have that to
I'm-
Mellon's,
yeah.
it did, yeah.
Yeah.
It was the same bid package.
Just so you know,
If they do
we,
need to
we
be
didn't get a
written.
bid package
Better, okay.
for nothing.
Yes.
We come in here and we didn't get a bid package. We come in and made up our own. That's why it's handwritten over there,
Huh,
David.
Okay.
We can show everyone here.
He's
That's why-
always knowing.
Yeah. I'll
That's
go.
why it's handwritten, because we didn't get a bid package.
Okay, here, I'll just, here's
Yeah.
Casella's,
Yeah,
See,
and
Yeah.
here's
it's pretty professional
Steve's,
there,
okay.
huh?
hey,
But
it's legal.
It does the job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, it does the job.
Tells you what has to happen.
Yep, yep.
Okay, so. Let's see,
Kinda easy.
did we have a motion?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to rewind and listen.
To be safe, I will make a motion that we accept Mellon and Son Disposal Inc.'s bid for 3 years for, yes, I did make this motion, but I'll make it again, for trash and recycling pickup, brown goods, white goods, and tire drop-off.
So moved.
For a total of $1.01 million over that 3-year period.
So
I
moved.
second it.
I second it.
Okay. All right,
We all second it.
so I think I'm
Oh,
gonna, it's not done yet, folks, it's not done yet.
Sign the contract, just sign it.
I think I'm gonna, well, no, I can't cut off discussion, but I request that if there is any further discussion, that it be other than a testimonial or telling us what we did wrong.
I just have a question, and I'm sorry, it may sound like I'm
No,
asking.
go ahead.
Before lawyers get involved and the whole thing goes up and nothing gets collected, do we have to reopen the bidding?
Nope.
No.
Good.
We
If
just
you
made the
did, if
motion
you
to
did
not do
reopen the
that.
bid,
Yep.
the town would go quite a while without getting the trash
Yeah,
picked
Yeah.
up.
the current time.
They're already done.
That wouldn't be
Just be
good.
Philadelphia.
That wouldn't be good.
Okay, folks, okay, let's vote on that. All in favor of accepting Mellon and Son Disposal contract? Okay.
Yes.
All right, very good, that's it. I am going to sign that, or we are going to sign that contract right now.
And I will gladly sign it with you.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate the support from everybody.
You earned our support.
Yeah. You guys kill it every week.
You're next.
Okay.
That will give the town good service like we always have. People will be happy with our service a lot more than Casella.
Steve signed that already.
Yeah, yes, I'm going to sign that thing right now.
Doubt about that. I doubt it.
They're gonna have a rumble if you don't give it to
Aye.
them.
You better sign that.
That's right. All we gotta do now is wait for Aaron
Nope.
to make it
Nope.
official.
Nope, two,
No.
Oh,
two
two's
select
good?
board members
That's it.
are
Okay,
official.
perfect.
We have a quorum.
That's it. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's enough.
So does it say when the first payment's due?
August 16th.
Right.
I believe.
Yes, exactly, yes. 15th to 16th
Do you
of the
want
month, yeah.
Danielle to witness
actually
it?
in your-
What's
Do you
that?
want
in your
Danielle to
bid
to witness it?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Required.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did you witness those three signatures?
Thanks for the support, everybody, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. It would be nice if we had you come every week. Or even the town meeting in September. Please.
Exactly.
Word, Dave, we'll be there.
All right.
Pleasure, pleasure.
Appreciate it. Very much. Everybody.
Easiest one ever.
Trevor, you're gonna get the okay, you're gonna open up next week. Soon, next month, hopefully. Local business. That's right. Gotta have it. Absolutely. You know, guys who live in town, local business is awesome. No matter what it is.
It's true.
You know,
It feeds the
from this little
town.
town, local business is wonderful to do.
It's not that little. I
I
come from a little town, I can tell you.
It's like the biggest town. in the-
I know, it is, it is.
Yeah,
We got more post office than anybody else.
Yep, yep.
Right, roads is super highway now.
Yeah, right.
It's crazy. I've been here 25 years. It's like, it used to be 4, now it's like, there's
Right.
cars all day, yeah.
Right.
No, no, no.
I don't know, there's a lot of FedEx and UPS from your house.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You said that things like that are distribution.
Well, never can tell. Nobody has to know,
Right, right.
right?
True that.
Yep, thank you very much, David, appreciate the help. And you're not gonna miss Casella, I promise.
Oh, I can tell you're not gonna miss it,
Not a
'cause that would've been double.
Okay,
Well, not
folks,
this month,
folks,
No,
next one.
next one. I've
Steve?
seen their games.
Steve, we need to continue with our meeting.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Okay, you are welcome to stay, but we do need it quiet, please.
All right. I'm out of here.
Background
Thank you very
noise is
much,
very
everybody.
hard. JP, sir, could you please stop talking? Thank you. If you want to talk, go out in the hall and be quiet. Thank you. Okay,
Appreciate the support. You won't be, sorry. I'll give you guys some good
let's
service.
see. Cannabis facility license applications. The only reason we left that on there for this week was so we would remember about the ad that needs to go in starting next week.
Yeah, so put that as a reminder for Friday. to put it
Okay,
in.
yeah. We do have public hearings scheduled for August 5th, and those will be noted in the shopping guide and on our website and Facebook page. Okay. Heating service contracts, we need to, I thought we were going to be able to sign a contract tonight, but I wanted to make some modifications to it after looking at it again. And actually, I contacted the gentleman from Parsons Field Heating and Cooling, and he said he had it on his agenda to modify tonight, basically in the same way that I was going to modify it. It doesn't change the intent, it just moves things around and makes it a little more logical. So we will probably sign that next week. Okay. ATVs and land share riders. We have concerns about, well, with the ATV club, people using, in particular, Hasty Road for an access road. We also have concerns throughout town with people riding on roads in ATVs, which is not legal. So Jen has been in touch with somebody at Inland Fisheries, is that right?
Yep, Steve
Okay.
Thistlewood, the game warden.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, and he's gonna come out and check out Hasty Road this week, and I'll meet him out there. It's not an access to gas or anything. People are coming on there from New Hampshire. A lot of complaints from the residents about speeding, riding side by side, and danger, just because if they go over that corner before they get to the trailhead, and somebody's coming the other way. I think somebody actually said that somebody did, and they ended up on the lawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, and it's not just Hasty. I see them up and down Elm Street all the time, Chase Road, Mudgett, and Molten Hill, yeah. It's an issue. Gaten Woman's aware of it, and he'll talk to that. It's probably not LSR, it's probably a lot of other people as well, but he's gonna talk to them, and we'll have a discussion on where to go from there.
Yeah.
It's difficult to enforce because they can't be everywhere at once, so, yeah.
So I apologize, folks, I think I skipped over the minutes from last week. I know we had one correction under Jen's updates.
Oh, good.
There's something called the Village Imitative Grant, which is supposed to be the Village Initiative.
It's just a typo from, imitative is probably good, but it's an initiative grant, right?
Okay, so with that correction, I have signed them. And there you go, Jen.
Oh, yeah, we should do this right away.
Okay. We have an appointment sheet for our ACO, which is not a committee appointment as the agenda item notes. It's just an appointment sheet. David Lonsby is going to continue as our animal control officer. And we are appointing him through June 30th of next year.
But he had some interesting updates as well to perhaps offset his cost, which would be if he picks up an animal and they go up to Harvest Hills and the owner finds out it's up there and then has to go to Harvest Hills, that they would pay a fee to pick the dog back up.
Danielle, is there not an impound fee anymore? No?
For Harvest Hills?
Yeah.
I didn't see anything.
Okay. Because it used to be they would call, because there was, I think at the time, a $30 impound fee
I didn't notice it, but I could take a look.
payable to the town. And the owner would have to pay that before they pick the dog up.
Okay.
And then the possibility of, we have a dog ordinance, if they get called for dogs barking, that there would be a fine, maybe a warning the first time, fine the second time. It's not something we do now, but other towns do it.
Yeah.
Can I just ask a question? Can Debbie, help out and make some phone calls on all the appointments that you guys have done for June 30th? And she can contact them so they can come in and get sworn in and everything and sign their form. I didn't think that I really needed to do that if you guys appointed them. I mean, I do for the elections, but all the appointments, it would help me out if she was making phone calls.
Yeah,
We
you
can
haven't-
talk to her.
We can talk to her, yeah.
I mean,
You haven't mentioned it to her yet, or?
Dr. Decay, Tim
Yeah,
Gray,
the
all those
appointments,
guys,
yeah.
it would help me out. We're just trying to get stuff situated for the end of the fiscal year, so.
Hmm.
Okay. Yep, we'll talk to her. Okay, let's see. We have 4 supplemental tax bills. There's a property in town who was incorrectly getting a homestead exemption for 4 years, and it turns out that they were getting one in another state as well, and that's not legal. So we are assessing the value of the homestead exemption plus interest. And, I mean, it's not a large amount, but significant. $435 one year, $415, $401, and $460.
Does she actually, she doesn't calculate the interest though, I
Yeah,
don't believe.
yeah, we did because.
She did, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
typically you're entering, I mean, at least from what I remember from
Right.
Trio, you're entering a supplemental
Right.
that's gonna tax going forward.
Right,
These are, that are gonna have interest going forward, excuse me. These have interest from the date that they were due.
right.
Yeah, so we
Yes.
have calculated, I went through that
Excellent.
with her.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Because she asked if Trio could do it, I said, geez, I don't.
yeah, not like that.
Words
Yeah.
now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Be
So
nice though if
she
it
said
did.
she needs to hang on to these, and she can look at them first thing in the morning. There's a state
Yep.
form that she has to do,
Great.
okay? Let's see, let me get this out of the way. Okay, there's our 4 supplemental tax bills.
There you go.
Thank you. We have a certification form for CMP. It just says that property in, a certain property is not in shoreland zone or part of a subdivision, or if it is, either of those, that it complies with both of those. And it turns out this property is in neither of those. And typically, the code enforcement officer signs this, but lack of a code enforcement officer, which we'll be addressing momentarily, says that the select board can sign it. And this is 714. Spell it would be helpful. Okay. All right. We have a contract renewal from Harvest Hills. This is where our stray cats and dogs go that are picked up by our ACO, Animal Control Officer. It's a 1-year contract. Actually expired at the end of May. Okay, we'll have to make sure we're a little more proactive on that next year. And they request a, how much do they request? $1 per household or something like
I
that?
think that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a warrant item for our town meeting to cover their costs. So, I guess we need a vote on that. You want to make a motion?
Make a motion that we sign the contract agreement for Harvest Hills for 25-26.
All right, I second that.
All in favor?
All right. Okay, York County assessors have assessed us, not the York County assessors, yeah, it is the assessors. York County assessors have assessed us, the town of Parsonsfield, a sum of $140,000, $140,211 for this fiscal year. We pay the county a sum every year, covers their administrative costs, their jail costs, their sheriff's department costs. This was $132,000 last year, and I believe it was $125,000 the year before that. And this is not due until, looks like October, or it's considered delinquent on October 31st. So we'll be holding on to this one and pay it in the future. But we will sign this. Sign that too, Jen.
Hey Dave, I have a question. With us not having a sheriff in town, should that be less than what it is now?
No, the
Only
sheriff
because we're
was,
not paying for,
the sheriff was a contract. Oh, you're
Okay.
saying since state police is covering?
yes.
Yeah, unlikely.
It's a good question though.
No?
Yeah,
Is it itemized?
No.
no.
They don't itemize it for you?
So suck it up, buttercup.
It's kind of like that public utilities water bill.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just curious,
This
that's all.
looks like it needs witnesses again. Oh, no, no, it doesn't. I'm sorry. We are the people who are witnessing it. Okay. All right, we're getting there. All right, so two more items, agenda items. The first is the liquor license for Archie's Strike and Spare. This is done a little differently this year. The applicant applies online to the state, and the state sends us then a request for our approval or denial. And then they issue or deny the license, assuming that they've approved things along the way based on our response. I don't know of any issues at Archie's. Have you heard of anything? No?
No complaints that I've heard
No
of.
complaints, yeah. So I would make a motion that we approve the liquor license for Archie's Strike and Spare.
I'll second
We have a
that.
second, okay. All in favor? Very good. All right.
I believe there was mention of a free beer from Archie's.
I know from the LCD, there's no such thing as free beer allowed. They are not allowed
No,
to give
not in the
alcohol.
state of Maine.
Okay. Then the
Comment was
last-
made.
The last agenda item that we have is our code enforcement position. You probably all know that we no longer, or don't currently have a code enforcement officer or a deputy. We have interviewed someone who is a very strong candidate. We want to talk to that person again. We'll probably do that Thursday. As a matter of fact, what I would like to do is continue this meeting to Thursday so that we can reopen it during our workshop time and potentially offer this person the position. So, but in the meantime, Jen is working on tightening up the job description. We've had 2 job descriptions. They're both good starts, but she's getting things tightened up a little bit, and we'll be going back and forth with that and firm that up on Thursday. And then potentially on Thursday, we will offer someone a job. So,
We also have the assistance of 2 CEOs that are nearby. One is in Cornish, one's in Newfield, who've offered assistance. And probably, most likely this week, we will start with a list of what we have in front of us. One of them's an LPI and one is not, and we'll just kind of go down and work through as many as we can get to.
what's an LPI?
A licensed plumbing inspector.
Okay,
So,
I know that. I'm not sure
I
the general
know,
public.
I know.
Yeah.
Yep.
The,
So, we have a plan.
yeah, the code enforcement position has a grace period to get certified. It's a year. So in terms of building inspection and other code enforcement issues, a new hire can start working right away. They have to get certified within a year. The plumbing inspector, however, does not have a grace period. So we will hopefully be using someone from one of these towns to do our plumbing inspections until our new hire gets certified as an LPI.
They don't have to be a plumber, they just
Oh,
have to
yeah.
be
No,
a
they
licensed
just have to be an
inspector.
LPI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the website, I believe we have I'm gonna say an LEI, licensed electric inspector, on our website,
We,
or an electric inspector of some
the
sort. Is that
electrical,
person's-
all electric inspections up to this point have been done by the state. That's who's listed there. It's the state inspector.
Oh, okay, it's the state. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. That may change.
GPS something
Oh,
else.
I didn't,
That's all right.
He's hiding behind
I
you.
didn't want to
Yeah.
interrupt David. Hey, I just wanted to, well, you know, I appreciate the expeditious decision on the renewal of my liquor decision. Thank you guys for that. I did watch the meeting notes after I left here on Thursday. I noticed that you guys noted that I didn't thank you for the amendment to my liquor license. And the comment was from Jen to David. You didn't even say thank you. And you, Jen he's usually pretty bubbly and he says thank you all the time. I would like to say to both of you guys, that was a problem of your own causing because you fired a CEO and you put this town a critical liability. You put my business and other businesses and the town people here at a disadvantage because we don't have a CEO right now. We cannot process any applications.
you're right.
And you put me in that position.
Okay.
And that should have been a conversation between the town liquor inspector, or the state liquor inspector and the CEO. So me wasting 3 days trying to get you guys to respond back to the town liquor inspector was extremely frustrating to me and a liability to my business. Not only my business, but the people that I employ here locally. And so it's frustrating for me and other citizens here to run into problems like this that are caused by the select board, as well as things that are easier problems to solve, like bids that aren't properly written, like Mellon just ran into, you know, and other things that should be tightened up before they go out. So I think we can do a better job as a town. And I specifically think that I don't care about the details of why the CEO was let go. I really don't. I have terminated a lot of people in my time as a leader and a manager. But I always have a fallout plan when I terminate people. And that fallout plan includes how I will handle things in the interim. Fallout plan for this for you guys with the CEO. It was a jump start thing. You didn't even have a conversation with your deputy CEO. That was evident in the workshop.
It's a confidential matter, JP.
It could be confidential, but you couldn't tell him that he's going to be assuming the duties afterwards. Absolutely,
No,
you could.
we couldn't tell him that.
Well,
Sorry, JP. Sorry,
well,
JP.
even if you didn't want to tell him, you could have a plan to the side as leaders.
Okay.
Absolutely. And he resigned because of it. And our town is in a critical liability, and we're stuck with that as CEO. And my business and other businesses are left waiting on permits. I need a SIG permit to move forward in my outdoor bar area. How long has it been there, Danielle? A week? It's in your guys' office? I don't know when that's going to be approved. You guys don't have a plan forward for an LPI. You can't tell me that right now. You don't have a plan forward for a CEO. You can't give me a date for that. You didn't give it tonight. You haven't given that to the townspeople. We need to do a better job forward about how we're going to cover these issues.
Okay, all right, fair enough. And I don't usually respond to things like this, but I have to say a couple of things since you brought it up. JP, nobody is in the office here on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Maybe
A
if,
CEO is.
maybe if we had a CEO, he would have seen that stuff. But we are not here. As soon as Thursday rolled around, we were here and we addressed your application.
David,
Now,
I know for a fact you knew about it before Thursday, because one of your selectmen told me he talked to you about it. So if
Okay.
you want to lie to me, we can go ahead.
I'm not lying, I've said nobody is in the office.
You said you didn't know about it. Keep going.
Okay. The other thing is, it would be real nice if you gave this office, whoever it is, more than, I need it right now.
Listen, my business cannot wait on the time of bureaucracy. None of these guys can.
Okay? All I'm saying is, why couldn't you submit that a week before?
It was submitted the week before. The state reached out to you that week. You were a CEO. You understand how when the state reaches out to you,
Okay, I'm not gonna say anymore. I've already put my foot in it. All right, so noted. Thank you.
Just a suggestion, since you said Newfield and Cornish we're gonna cover for the CEO. It was nice to see him open this business again, get things going. Why don't we back him and make a personal call to one of these guys and tell them to get their butt down there and get him the permits and approvals that he needs in the interim?
The application is here, and that person will have to look at the application.
Exactly, so,
Yeah.
move, make a step forward for a business in town.
Okay, the person that can do the plumbing inspections was on vacation last week. He was back today, I believe, and Jen's gonna talk to him tomorrow.
And I've spoken with him today, and we have more than just one application, and there's dates that they've come in and been submitted, and we'll go through them.
I don't care about the applications. What
Listen.
I'm saying is you have somebody to cover. I understand he's not there till tomorrow. Well, tomorrow he should be out there.
We don't even know if
inspecting.
he's here tomorrow.
Yeah.
and the biggest plan here is communication. Okay, listen. When I, as a leader, when I communicate to somebody, you have what 4 parts of communication, right? You have a sender.
Are you gonna lecture us on this?
I can let you know communication. You have a sender, a message, a platform, feedback. Feedback is what we're missing here. When people send you messages, you need to let them know what the plan is. If you guys have a plan and you're not letting businesses know, we're left out there doing what? Spinning our wheels, just making like assumptions that things are just not gonna get done. I sent you guys messages over, what, 4 days? With no response.
Tuesday through Thursday, 3 days.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
again,
I'm not
so
gonna
noted.
argue
We-
with you. Yep.
I mean, this conversation could go on all night.
Yep.
And I don't think we need it to.
I bet you don't. You don't support small businesses, you guys. I don't know a single instance over the last year and a half that you can claim that.
I'm sorry you feel that way, JP.
I am too.
Okay,
I don't know, but your application needed to be correct. Your drawing, you had to put that chain link fence up, and it looked like you wanted to get the heck out of here fast to finish it before the inspector came. So it's not just us that were like, doing things at the last minute. And that's all I'm gonna say, JP. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. We're doing the best that we can with the situation that we
Be
have.
honest.
okay, all right. Let's move on. Jen, do you have any updates?
Yes, I've been in touch with the tree company. We've had, our mowing service has said that there's ash trees all over town that are dying, and there's some in the north cemetery to be taken down. So we're gonna look at that, see if we can get a quote on it. We had Tim Green, who does metalworking, who offered to repair the fence on the cemetery that's on the corner of North Road and Merrill Hill. We haven't heard from him in a while, so I've contacted him to see where we're at with that. I did have a request from a resident about a dog park, and I know we've talked about it before. She wondered if maybe she needed to do a petition or get signatures for it. I think she may have come into the office already, I'm not sure. Yeah. We do have a Youthful Maine food pantry that we do once a month here. That's going to be on Thursday. a resident come in who said there's squatters living at 38 Elm Street,
28.
28. So we'll deal with that.
Yeah.
Can't get the health inspector to come over because there's actually nobody in it, but
Well, the problem is that it's privately owned.
Yeah.
And the owner lives out of state, and according to the neighbor, she has said she's not coming back to do anything about it. And there's only so much we can do, so
You get a waiver?
we'll pursue it. We'll pursue it.
it's like getting a warrant to go in. Takes
Yeah.
time.
Well, state police has already done that. right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You let that person know, I just talked to the ACO about doing a Pines and Puffs Day at the alley. We're gonna start a dog-friendly day, once a
Okay.
week.
Okay, time out, JP.
Sure.
This
I
is not
thought-
advertising for Archie's,
You're right, I
okay?
just thought other people were chiming in, so I thought I'd chime in.
Okay, that's a little different.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's because I don't support small business, JP. That's
Fair
why I
enough.
shut you up.
There you go.
Yep. Okay. Is that it, Jen?
Yes.
Okay. The only thing I have is that, hallelujah, we heard from Consolidated today. And they are finally scheduled to come out and install our new phones on the 24th in the morning. So we'll be posting some information about that. You know, the day of the 24th, and probably a week after that, we're going to be getting used to them. So please bear with us. Be the same phone numbers for getting the general line, and then there will be, each person will have their own phone number, which we may or may not give out. I'm not sure how that's going to work just yet. So. All right. Anything else?
Just to add something while you guys were talking about the impoundment, there is an ordinance of the impoundment at $30 plus whatever to the impoundment, enacted in 2006, so it went a little under budget.
Hmm.
But you have an impoundment fee,
Yeah.
to the town of $30, I should say.
Right.
And then some additional fees, I don't know, food,
Yeah, to
heat for the dog.
Harvest
the-
Hills,
the
right.
cat, whatever.
Mm.
Yeah. So maybe Harvest Hills needs to be contacted, or maybe we haven't had loose dogs lately, I don't know.
We usually get it from Harvest Hills, right?
No, the owner has to come in and pay it.
So, okay.
Or at least that's the way it used to be. Harvest Hills used to call down.
Well, that's what I mean, you gotta get notified by Harvest Hills, right? To-
No, these people would come in with a slip that looked like the
Oh.
old-time dog licenses, and said impound fee. And Harvest Hill, either they went up with the receipt then, or Harvest Hills called and verified that they had paid it.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's
No,
been 3
yeah.
years since I've been there, so.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think we're ready to adjourn. I
We're
thank
gonna-
everybody.
We're gonna carry the meeting over.
Oh, that's right, we aren't going to adjourn, we are going to, well, before I do that, thank you all for coming. I do appreciate your input. I wish we had this kind of response every meeting, I really do. So please come back and see us. We meet every Monday at 6 p.m. And our annual meeting is September 6th at 9 a.m. It's a Saturday morning. And it'd be nice to see more than the 35 usual people there. Okay, so,
Anybody have anything else to say?
pardon me?
Does anyone have anything else to say while we're,
I don't know, I
Anyone?
guess.
anyone?
I just want to say
Any
something.
Yeah.
Your guy's job is not an easy job. As much as it barks at you, you're doing a very good job.
Well, thank you. I mean,
Thank you.
we have our hiccups along the way, obviously.
Yeah.
I've been there, it's not easy.
Yeah. Excuse me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we are going to continue this meeting until 3:30 on Thursday, July 17th. That's during our workshop, so the last half hour of our workshop will be a continuation of this meeting. That's so we can hopefully do some CEO stuff at the time, which has to be done in a regular meeting, not a workshop. So, with that being said, continued until 3:30 on Thursday, the 17th. Thank you all.